everyone, thanks so much for stopping by. Today I will be doing a I don't know how to call it, a facial review product, and this is by Lumi Will. This is the Glycolic acid pad, 35% facial peel, anti-aging resurfacing pads with vitamin B5, CE, and menthol. It has 50 pads and is alcohol free. So I'm doing a review for this one. The main reason I got this wasn't for my face because I have very sensitive skin and I cannot really use glycolic acid. If I do, it is very, very sparingly, and it's probably like one a month. So this one I was really getting for my KP or keratosis pilaris, and also at some point I tried to use this on my feet. I will get there. So in using for glycolic acid on my KP or keratosis pilaris, which is on my arms, what I would do is I would only do this during nighttime. And what I would suggest, only do these on certain days in the year where you know you're going to be wearing a sweater, some sleeves, something. Even if you are doing that, still put in some sunscreen because this is really, really harsh. I was able to use this every single night with no issues. However, I did not use this in the spring and summertime because in those days it's super sunny, and then you will have skin issues and it will be really, really bad. You will have skin damage. So do not use these during the day. When you use this, always use sunscreen in the next day. Also, when I did use this, I also did use heavy duty, like really, really good body butter or buttercream or body lotion with it, because it can be drying. So be very, very careful with that. Also, when you are using something like this, be very careful. This is not for the faint of heart. Glycolic acid is no joke. When I've started to use these on my feet, because I tend to have very dry feet and it can become cracked and bleeding and stuff like that. It's not pretty. I also do put in body butter in there that's really thick and moisturizing, that's not drying, because it would be counterproductive and it would just be dry on drying, right? So I made sure of that, and just make sure you know which products you're using. So what I could tell you with this is that it feels really great when you put it on because it has a cooling effect from menthol. I didn't really have any issues with this at all, but I also did know how to use it. I never use this on my face. Again, if you are going to use this on your face, you probably should try, and if this is your first time to use the glycolic acid, you probably should try maybe once a month for 3 months, and then try to use it every 2 weeks, one time only. So like every 2 weeks, one time. Also sunscreen every single day. Even if you, let's just say you use this in the first of the month, the next day and the rest of the month, still use sunscreen. Even the rest of the year, I would suggest, because your skin is really sensitive for a really long time, not just the next day. So always be putting sunscreen the very next day. Just even like for me, even artificial light can be harsh on my skin as well if I use any kind of acid. I didn't even use this on my face, and if I did use any kind of acid on my face, and not like glycolic, I think is like a really, and 35% is really, really high, I could get burned, or like I would get blisters on my skin. So if you do things like this, just be aware that it can really damage your skin, not just temporarily, but it could be for a long time. So be careful on how to use it. Again, only use it once a month to start, about 3 months, and after that use it twice a month if you want to increase it for the face, and maybe every 10 days after another 3 months of that. If you try to do it much sooner than every 2 weeks and you had a bad experience, I would say stick to every 2 weeks if that's what your skin can tolerate for the face. But for the body, I can tell you that I was able to use this every single night and it was fine. Again, the parts of the body that I was using it as, I wasn't exposing them with any light exposure, artificial or natural light. I wasn't going sunbathing because that would be horrible for your skin. Don't use any oils either, because oil can cook your skin. And you would have extremely bad side effects with that. So do not use oils when you are using any kind of acid product or any ingredient to your skin. Just make sure you moisturize after. Make sure you put sunscreen the next day for a really long time. And never ever skip that. Even if you are indoors and it's super sunny outside, I still put sunscreen on. Even if it's artificial light, I still have to put sunscreen on because it can be pretty harsh. If you have plant lights, that can be pretty harsh because it's trying to mimic the sun. So be very careful. I would say for this, like I said, I can't really say anything about it for the face, but the way it worked really well. I would say I would give it a 4 out of 5 stars. It did not get rid of all of my keratosis pilaris, but it did minimize it. Did it minimize it in a very high percentage? It was okay. It probably minimized like 10-15%, which is good. It's an improvement at least, right? And I still recommend this. 2 thumbs up. If you guys have any recommendations on products that I would probably enjoy to try out and test for myself and for you guys, let me know down in the comment section below. Any questions about this particular product, comment section below. All my social media accounts are in the description section, so don't forget to check that out, and where you can get this, including if I'm able to acquire any kind of discount, coupon codes, anything will be in the description section as well. Thank you everyone for the love and support. Keep healthy, stay happy, stay smiling, stay safe, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.